The newest main set, Stella Crown, is out now, and with an array of brand new cards to collect, join me as I travel to attend my latest pre-release for the new set and experience the newest cards for the very first time and battle out against other trainers. Stella Crown pre-release day! Let's go! I have to make a little detour into Bristol first because I'm picking up something for our collection, and it's for a really good price. So before I get to Brown Bears, I'm going to quickly pick this up and then be on our way. Hopefully get some breakfast too to start the day off properly. And then we got pre-release in just over an hour and a half, so we can do it. We can get the item and get to Newport really in a good amount of time. So let's do this. Right, back in the car. I got myself some breakfast, got myself a classic corn pasty, and here it is for the Steel collection. Paramount War, OPO2 booster box for our booster box collection. So we're missing only OPO1, and we got EBO1 on hold for us, and then we've caught up until the new releases happen. So going in the collection when I get home. But now it's time to head to Newport for a Stella Crown pre-release. With less than an hour's drive and over the bridge into Wales, I parked up and headed over to the Newport arcade where Brown Bear Games store was located. Established in November 2023, Rich and his team have created a perfect little TCG hotspot for a variety of TCG games. With the main store being situated downstairs, upstairs hosts a perfect open space for TCG tournaments, and Stella Crown will be the store's first ever pre-release event.
This is where the fun begins.
This is the first pre-release I've been to where I've been given all 7 packs at the same time, as most places like to give you the final 3 after the tournament has ended. With new sleeves at the ready, I got into my build and battle box to find out I would be battling it out with the Ledian and Driflim deck. There was plenty of the 2 main attackers in the deck already, and with not needing to use grass energies for any major attachments, I would have to leave it to chance to see if I could pull anything extra from my 7 packs. Overall, I did see some cards I could definitely add in, both trainers and Pokemon, and I was especially happy to hit a Medicham EX and a full art Bria for my packs. Whether or not I can use them in my deck is another thing. I'll have a little read of them and see what I can build. So building decks isn't my strong point, but I have some help from Andrew here who's judging, and we've got some ideas we'll go do. We're going to do, obviously, the main thing is Ledian and Driflim, so we'll see what happens with those, because obviously Ledian can draw a card forward if it's 90 HP or less, and then good attack there, but also Driflim's got the everyone explode now effect, so I put 4 or 4 of each, so if I can get all of them out on the field, then that's pretty good. I don't know if I should create an extra one, but we'll see what happens. I put in a few heavy hitters like Iron Boulder and Mewtwo, but also like Toga Tomorrow would be interesting, because if they have 1 prize card remaining, this Pokemon can just paralyze constantly every single turn and do 30 damage and slowly piece away at the Pokemon. So I'm going to see if I can actually get that working state in the attack. I also added like a Jirachi because there is Swelling Wish, which is attached to base energy card from discard pile. So I'm playing about 10 energies, and most of my Pokemon colourless apart from like Psychic types, so that will come in handy for getting energies onto everything. And I have popped a Psychic electric energy in just to help with that Toga tomorrow, because I only need 1, but I do have a search, so I can actually search for an energy if I need to, because I got some pretty decent trainers. Like Bug Catching gets me obviously like basic Pokemon, and got like Lance Aid, and like get basic energies from the discard pile, so there's all sorts going on. So I hope I made the right decision. We will find out, but let's go into our first round and see how it goes. The atmosphere in here is fantastic. So I did my first match with Dan. I'll pop Instagram links in the description below so go check it out. And we had a great battle. He had the Bouffalant and Ladine. We also had the Fan Rotom, which I was thinking about, but because I didn't have Bouffalant, there was no point in me playing Fan Rotom. And it was just really good just to search, get the attacks in. I did misplay quite a bit, which you'll see in the battles, but at the end of the day, I had fun, and always the first match is a little bit rickety because I'm trying to understand how this deck works. So I evolved Ladybird too soon to Nadine because I didn't use his deck, so I misplayed that. He had Artists on out, I didn't search for basics, so a little bit of a rookie mistake, so John will penalise me for that later. But at the end of the day, I tried my best, didn't get a single prize card, and the legendary Takara was in the prize set, so we will see how the next round goes. Second round was against Luca, and how it went was terrible. Playing similar engines with the Drifloom, but unfortunately for me, I wasn't seeing enough trainer card search engines or trainer cards. I used Lacey a little bit too soon, because if I used Lacey a little bit later after we got the first prize card, I could have at least got 8 card search rather than 4 card search. That would have helped me out a bit. But I tried my best. It was a phenomenal pre-release, but I did attack with Coral. It was mainly Swalot and Drifloom that did all the damages, and unfortunately just wasn't enough. I managed to get 1 prize this game, so I'm doing 1 better than I did the last match. But we'll go into the next match and we'll see, can I at least win 1 of these matches today? In round 3, I went up against a Drifloom and Abominable deck. We both started off with a Drifloom each on the active spot and began building up our benches. I was fortunate enough to get to several of my Driflooms quite quickly and evolve my active Pokemon to start taking some hits in for the first couple prizes. As my Driflooms take damage with each hit, I eventually attacked to get my 3rd prize, which also made my Drifloom faint, but this also gave the opponent a chance to get a prize for themselves. In my last turn, I didn't have enough power to take out their active Pokemon, so by using Nana's aid, I was able to fish out my discarded Drifloom and place it onto the bench to power up my active Drifloom and take the winning knockout. Overall, this was a fun match, and traditionally at pre-releases we only do 3 rounds, but today we are doing 6. So let's see how we get on in the next matches. So round 4's done, and my opponent Kaylee did very well. Unfortunately, I got the Iron Boulder out and was actually able to get 2 energy cards on, because it's only 2 energies to actually power it up. And as soon as Kaylee read the card, she knew she had to hide the amount of cards she had from me. A little fluke there, but I got the first hit, and then I was able to discard 3 cards in order to get down to the same amount of hands and then take out the Pokemon. But Kaylee, you played so well. Thank you for being my opponent for play for, and good luck with the rest of the pre-release. On to round 5. So round 5 was against Patrick, and it was a mirror match. So basically, head on head with balloons, and whoever got to the Driflooms first could actually take out more punch, and unfortunately I wasn't as lucky as Patrick. The first battle didn't record because my phone didn't record, so the second battle we had another one just so I could record it, and both occasions he got to the balloons before me and he wiped me out. So there's 1 more match to go on to round 6. Don't know who I'm going to play against yet, so we'll see what happens. My 6th and final round was up against Liam. After showing off what he got in his pre-release packs, including the very cute Bulbasaur, we got straight into our game. I started off with Iron Boulder and was focused on getting both energies attached to it as quickly as possible. Liam used his Ladine to swap it out for my benched Ladybird to get the first knockout and first prize. I was then able to bring back Iron Boulder, attach the second energy I needed, and use its attack, Adjusted Horn, for my first knockout. This attack could only happen if me and Liam had the same number of cards in our hands. I later managed to get a Drifloom evolved and into the active spot, but was missing the single Psychic Energy. Using the Stadium card Cycling Road, I was able to discard an Electric Energy and draw a card which happened to be the missing Psychic Energy. Luck was definitely on my side. Liam tried to power up his Lucario EX to take out my Drifloom, but sadly couldn't find the card he needed, which resulted in my Drifloom attacking for weakness. Even if he had retreated, he would have been putting up another Psychic Weak Pokemon. This resulted in Liam conceding the battle, but we had so much fun, and overall was a great way to end this pre-release tournament. Rounding up today, congratulations to all the Top Cut players. I managed to come 12th place, which is my usual average for pre-releases. The whole day was so much fun, meeting so many new faces of the community, playing Pokemon and having a proper laugh together. Dan from round 1 had kindly gifted me a Dashbun EX towards our collection, and I might have to start planning my first Pokemon tattoo with him in future. John attended his pre-release the next day and got some wicked results, including a secret illustration rare Garvantula, so this set is off to a flying start. We're looking forward to cracking into our booster boxes and ETBs on the channel very soon, so be sure to subscribe and keep your eyes out for future videos coming soon. And finally, a big shout out to Brown Bear Games. Rich and the team, thank you for hosting a wicked first event, and if you're ever looking for a new place to play Pokemon and other games, why not stop by his shop in Newport. Here's to another successful fun day out, and I'll be looking forward to many more to come.